feel like it's worth mentioning that I have always liked animals. That has always been my thing. I am the only person in my family that has liked animals. So I didn't grow up with dogs, wasn't allowed pets, didn't have anything. Somehow managed to persuade a guinea pig in teenage years. But that's as far as it went.
You've always been a black sheep.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So that is the context, because I think for a lot of trainers out there, potentially, they've kind of grown up with animals and it's become a bit of a thing. But I was very much into, I think I was just brought up to go and get a job, do well, but do well, but do well, if that makes sense. Like aim high on everything. So any job that I had, so I'd stayed within the same industry. So from age 16, 17, I was doing bits of work for an ad agency. Well, it was a recruitment ad agency back then, in the newspaper. Actually buy space in the newspaper and post an advert, because the tinterweb didn't really exist. And that's how I started my career. I got thrown into speaking on the telephone straight away, and which is really scary when you're like 16, 17 and you have to do it in front of a load of adults, which are now our age. Like, oh! But stayed within that industry in the agency world for like 15 years, pretty much. Worked my way up to account director on some really large accounts, worked on automotive brands like Skoda, and did all of that before I hit 30, which I was really proud of. Wanted to hit that account director at age 30, so I'd done it by the time I was 29. Got my company car, was on big bonuses, hanging out in the senior team, and on the outside of it, life was looking pretty well, like really decent salary. Couldn't really want for anything. Got to go out of a weekend on the piss, pretty much. I'd managed to buy my own. I'd moved out when I was 18, managed to get my own rental by myself. Then they were building new build flats opposite where I was renting. Bought that by the time I was 21 by myself through the jobs that I'd been working. And then met Darren. We wanted a dog, wanted a husky, got a husky. That's where my dog training began.